Friends, the White House is freaking out like you cannot believe. Fox News and others are reporting, this is so incredible, that the White House urging media outlets to, quote, ramp up, to increase their scrutiny, their review, their perusal of House Republicans and their opening up of this supposed dread and freak out worthy impeachment inquiry of the Biden family racketeering enterprise in this forceful letter sent to news organizations on Wednesday. Forceful letters. Hey, we mean business. Why would you do this? Listen to this. Apparently, Fox News Digital got a hold of this, and it says it's time for the media to ramp up its scrutiny of House Republicans to opening an impeachment inquiry based on lies. Why would it do this? Why? Now, as you know, yesterday, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Mr. Excitement, he said that Republicans have, quote, this is a quote, uncovered serious and credible allegations into President Biden's conduct. Well, no kidding. That will ultimately serve as the basis, the foundation, the gravamen of an impeachment inquiry. And less than, a day later, the Biden administration is now urging newsrooms to scrutinize this. Think about this. What does this mean? This is according to Ian Sams, who is a special assistant to the president and spokesperson for the White House Counsel's office. Penned this very serious note. It's almost like a threat. Quote, after nearly 9 months of investigating, House Republicans haven't been able to turn up any evidence of the president doing anything wrong. But House Republicans, led by Marjorie Taylor Greene, are nonetheless opening a baseless impeachment inquiry of President Biden, despite many House Republicans openly admitting there's no evidence on which to support it. Really? He says further, impeachment is grave, rare, and historic. Not if it's President Trump. The Constitution requires treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. But House Republicans are publicly stating that they've uncovered none of these. I don't think so. And by the way, Mr. Sams, this is a political operation, a political procedure. This is not legal. This is, they're freaking out, my friends. Isn't it grand? Isn't it glorious? Don't you love this? I do. But let me stop right there for just a second before we go on. Let me say, first of all, thank you for watching this. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for liking and loving and enjoying this and being a part of this. And please do me a favor and hit that little bell. Hit that little bell so you're always notified. But let me tell you something, my friends. I'm very concerned about something. Right now, you know it and I know it. In the event that food becomes scarce, in the event of some problem with remember, with stores closing, food stores, shopping stores, food, markets, deliveries, in the event of anything that impedes or interrupts that flow, it's going to be hell to pay. And you know and I know that America loves to freak out, and we don't want to see that. So what we do right now, my friend, is you go to preparewithlionel.com. Listen to me. Look at me. Go to preparewithlionel.com, and you can right now take advantage of a deal of deals. Save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit. $200. Go and look and see. Preparewithlionel.com. This is my Patriot Supply. They are the best of the best of the best. Preparewithlionel.com. This is nothing to even remotely, not to even question. Do this now while you can, and sales are through the roof. And that means people recognize the necessity and the urgency of this. Preparewithlionel.com. Save $200 off a 3-month emergency supply kit. Now, isn't it wonderful to see I'm sorry, is it Schadenfreude? Is it Weltschmerz? Is it Sitzfleisch? Is it the Witzelsucht? I don't know. All I know is they know something's up and they're freaking out, and it's about time. But it's more than just the indictment. Or excuse me. It's more than just the impeachment. Because the question could be made, well, didn't all of this occur when Biden was vice president? Don't you impeach for, excuse me, this is political. High crimes and misdemeanors. There's no court. If somebody, the House itself can rule whether this is applicable. You don't go to a court. You don't say, "Hey, district judge, appellate judge, these are improper bases for this." Excuse me, this isn't an indictment. There's no Fifth Amendment right here. This is a political constitutional provision for the removal, for the charging and the removal of a president, which you apparently had no difficulty whatsoever in coming to grips with, dealing with, finding the available resources when you hit President Trump twice with that. Once for making a phone call to Zelensky to say, "Hey, can you check into this?" And the second one for some January 6th after he was already gone. So don't give me this business about, well, this is inappropriate. But it's not just about the impeachment. They feel the heat. They feel the heat because, remember, it's not just Biden. It's Biden. It's our friend Hunter and the Biden family. And by the way, if this was some type of a fraud, if this was some type of a racketeering criminal enterprise, and it continued throughout, uninterrupted, if this continued, an ongoing conspiracy, an ongoing criminal enterprise, doesn't matter when it started. It's still going on now. If there were efforts right now to cover things up, if there are efforts on the president's part or his family to obstruct justice, to violate laws now regarding this and a variety of others. And remember, sometimes investigations can lead into other findings and the like. Oh, no, friends. No, this is a different story altogether. This is a different story. I say to you, listen to me, Joe, and don't give me this business about this. He knows what's going on. That's the Sicilian flu. It's the oldest trick in the book. Mobsters always do that. When they see the heat's on, they really pour it on. I say Joe's walking around yelling, "Who ordered the vehicle? Good evening, Vietnam. I'm going to go to bed." How am I doing? Pretty good, Joe. Am I acting nuts enough? Yeah, okay. I can double up. Now, okay. Because he's scared. He knows. And meanwhile, Hunter's saying, "What about me, Pa? What about me?" Sounds like the rifleman, Johnny Crawford. "What about me, Pa? You going to help me, Pa? Huh? You put me out there as bait? You use me as the bag man? Me, I'm falling apart. I can't do this. I have the intellectual and the emotional wherewithal of somebody who's about to lose their mind. What about me, Pa?" Can you imagine getting Hunter and letting him start yakking away? Oh my God. Now we've got something which nobody knows about. See, you don't know what they have. And this notion of the impeachment, the inquiry, is step one. Now it's an inquiry versus whatever. I don't care. I don't care if it's double secret probation. I don't care if it's the cone of silence. I don't care whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It's something. And oftentimes something leads to something better. So as long as he's upset, as long as the White House is freaking out, you know that you don't catch flack unless you're over the target. And we're over the target. And it, dear friends, is about time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting our efforts. God bless America. Don't lose faith. Just wait. And don't forget right now, please support our great sponsor. And remember, you can save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit by going to preparewithlionel.com. Do it right now. Operators are standing by, technically. Preparewithlionel.com. Thanks for watching, dear friends. And remember now, it's time for you to comment as you see fit.